Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Jasmy update. We want to begin the new week by taking a look at the Jasmy price. So for a background, I'll just go ahead and give you the key areas of value that we have on the Jasmy price. So as you can see, we have got areas of resistance here and support highlighted on the price. So our main resistance that we are fighting right at the moment starts at something like $0.0042 per Jasmy all the way to something like $0.0044 per Jasmy. So this is our key resistance right in this moment, and our support levels are starting at something like $0.0036 all the way down to something like $0.0033 per Jasmy. Once you break this higher low that we have at something like $0.003 per Jasmy, it's not going to be painting a very nice picture on the Jasmy price. So we will need to hold this low here at the very worst case scenario. That's something like $0.003 per Jasmy. Now what you see with the Jasmy price is you are stuck in between a range here. Now the question is like, are we going to continue to the upside or we are going to continue to the downside rate? So I'm going to go ahead and try to answer those questions, but let me quickly show you the Jasmy price in a different setup here. So this is a falling wedge that we have on the Jasmy price. It's a bullish stance actually, in my opinion. Now the thing with this falling wedge is we've already broken out of it, and it seems like we are having an ABC correction here, which would mean that this is just a back test of this falling wedge. Let me quickly go ahead and make it a little bit smaller here. You can see that this is your ABC, and this looks just like a back test, right? So for a complete successful back test, you would actually need something like $0.008 per Jasmy. So we see we have the price still hanging right around our support levels. The moment we break and close above $0.008, for a much more conservative price target, you are looking at something like 4.5 cents. And for one that is actually much more bullish is something like 10, 11 cents thereabout, right? So fingers crossed we have something like this. But I wanted to show you how the RSI has been behaving lately. You can see here that we have had rejections right around, let me say, the 55 up until the 62, right, on the RSI. And this has been an area of resistance on the Jasmy price at time and again. It's been like this for more than a year, actually dating as far back as July last year. So you can see that you get rejected time and again, and correspondingly on the price set, you also get those kind of big rejections. So the thing with the Jasmy price set is we are getting rejected right around that zone, 55 to 62, but we are also getting supported something like 40 to something like 35 to the downside here. If you are in a bullish stance, you are getting supported right around that zone, but we have failed multiple times here to close above 55 and let me say 62 on the RSI. So I think, in my own opinion, the moment we have a closure on the RSI, daily closure at least, it's something like 62 above that level. I think this is the moment where the Jasmy price is going to be taking off of this support level that we have on the price. But going to a shorter time frame here, if you remember from last week's updates, I was updating you on this spike of distribution pattern that I was seeing from the bottom here. And you can see that according to this schematic that we have, this the levels that we actually usually have, right? This phase is like your buying climax, preeminent support, right here, resistance, upthrust, all those things. I'm not going to get into that because the video may just be too long. But the bottom line is that you can see the Jasmy price. It was just following this structure step by step up until this point here, where you can see that the Jasmy price, that instead of breaking to the downside here, decided to go ahead and challenge this area, the $0.044 per Jasmy that I was just mentioning. That if you break and close above it, you are above resistance and you can look to continue to the upside. So we had already gotten rejected from the structure, as you can see, and the next stage here was to continue almost in a straight line to the downside. But you can see the Jasmy price had decided to deviate from this fractal here and continue fighting against that resistance here. But the condition that we actually had here was break and close above 45. We failed to even get a falling candle above like $0.0044 per Jasmy. So that's why you see this massive corresponding rejection here on the price set. So the question obviously is, are we still going to follow this fractal in as much as we have deviated here and go ahead and reach the price target of something like $0.0036? In my honest opinion, we have deviated so much from this fractal, and I don't feel like using it again because the deviation is actually so much. We'd have to negate a lot of things. But normally these wake of distribution patterns, they go like this, right? You can see another distribution pattern on the Bitcoin price right here. Once you break that support line, you don't usually come back to test it multiple times and do all that stuff. You just go down in an almost straight line. But for the Jasmy price right here, as you can see, it had actually challenged it. So let's see if we get supported right around these levels. If we challenge this level one more time, the $0.044 per Jasmy, I feel like the Jasmy price will eventually break above that level. So if you clean all those drawings on your 4-hourly time frame, you end up with a pattern like this here. We can actually come up with a structure that is almost bullish. Let me quickly draw this one as soon as possible here. So you eventually have a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern, by the way. And what you can see here is we almost had a back test here, but the price has gone lower, right? So let's go ahead and extend our downward sloping support here as a resistance, basically. Here you have a falling wedge, and the minimum price target here technically is the top of the wedge. So that's something like $0.04647 per Jasmy. That's okay there. And you could go with something like this as well. Treat this whole thing as a bullish pennant here. We can also extend this one right here to catch this point. So you could actually come up with even bigger price targets here. The price target that we discussed last week was this level right here, something like $0.00566 per Jasmy. You could also use your pole right here to something like this here, and then you go ahead from an area of breakout right here. But already the price has gone lower, so let's quickly use this one here. You could go with something like 0.0054. Basically, there is no difference if you start from this level here, but that's something that is possible for the Jasmy price set here. But then again, let's take a look at it from our fib retracement tools here. From a fib retracement perspective, from the very bottom to the very top here, you can see that the fibs have actually been reactionary. You can see reaction here, rejection here. This is your support level. So the 0.382 level has been acting as support time and again resistance support. So we are bound in a range, and it's very, very clear we're using these fib retracement levels here. But we are being supported right at the 0.5 fib retracement level. And if we catch a bounce here, which it looks like we are catching a bounce, but there is a lot of commotion that actually happening right here, right? You bounce, you are getting rejected, bouncing, getting rejected. Eventually, if you get a rejection here, a sweet spot to catch a support level would be something like the 0.618 fib retracement level. So that's something like $0.0037 per Jasmy. In the worst case scenario, you are looking at the 0.786 fib retracement level as the last line of support that you can have. If you see the price set continue to the downside here, breaking even below this level here, be sure that setting a new low is something that is almost likely here on the Jasmy price set. So fingers crossed we get supported on one of these fib retracement levels, either the 0.5 or my sweet spot, the 0.68 fib retracement level. So this is pretty much what I have today for a Monday. I would have to catch up with you guys on the next update. But remember, none of what I say is financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll have to see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.